Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're digging into NextTrip Inc.'s latest update, and let's just say this filing is going to shake things up for anyone looking to get a piece of the action. Get ready to find out what it means for shareholders and everyone else watching this company. We're talking about a current report, essentially a snapshot of something important happening right now with NextTrip. It's like getting a bulletin board notice for the company. This report is from NextTrip Inc. and it's all about giving timely information to the people who watch over the stock market, like the Securities and Exchange Commission or the SEC. Think of them as the ultimate referees for public companies. The big date here is August 20, 2025, which is when this whole report is dated. It tells us the earliest event they're reporting on. Let's check out the basics of how the company is set up. They were incorporated in Nevada, a state known for being business friendly. And their commission file number is 00138EO15. This is like their official ID number with the SEC. Their IRS employee identification number, or IN, is 271865814. This is how the government identifies them for tax purposes. The Directories now for a company's main office and how to reach them. Their main office is located at 3900 Paseo del Sol. It looks like their principal executive offices are in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And the zip code for that location is A7507 Tashin. For any urgent matters, the company's phone number is provided. The registrant's telephone number, including the area code, is 954-526-9688. Some companies have to check these boxes if they are sending out certain communications. This first box relates to written communications being shared under a specific SEC rule. Then there's soliciting material, which means they might be trying to get people to do something like vote or buy shares under another special SEC rule. This next one is about communications that happen before a formal bid for the company or its shares. And finally, this is about communications before a company buys back its own stock. NextTrip has not checked any of these boxes, meaning they are not currently using these specific communication rules. It's see what stocks the company has and where they are traded. They have something called common stock with a very small par value of per share. This is the most basic type of stock a company can offer. The symbol for their stock is NTRP. This is what you'll see if you look up their stock price. And their stock is traded on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC. That's a major stock exchange where lots of popular tech and growth companies are listed. XD now, a quick check on whether they are considered a newer growing company. They are asked to indicate if they are an emerging growth company. These are companies that have been around for less than 5 years and they get some special treatment with SEC rules to help them grow. The box is unchecked, meaning they are not currently identifying as an emerging growth company under this specific definition. And if they were an emerging growth company, they would state here if they are opting out of a special allowance to delay adopting new accounting rules. Since they didn't check the first box, this one doesn't apply. Now let's get to the heart of this report. It's all about shareholder nominations, which basically means who gets to be on the company's board of directors, the people who make the big decisions. This section, titled Shareholder Director Nominations, is where the real juicy stuff for investors often lies. It's about how shareholders can suggest people to join the company's board. The company's board of directors has decided that their big annual meeting for shareholders, where they vote on important things like directors, will be on October 7, 2025. This meeting is for the year 2026. Here's the really important part for anyone wanting to nominate someone for the board. Because they moved their annual meeting date by more than 30 days compared to last year, the old deadlines for shareholders to suggest new directors or propose new company rules are now out of date. This is a pretty common move to reset the timelines. This means that if shareholders want to nominate a director or make a proposal, they have to get their paperwork in super fast. They have only 4 days from when this report was filed to get their submissions to the company. And of course, these submissions have to follow all the official rules and the company's own internal rules called bylaws. This creates a very tight window, so it's really important for interested shareholders to be on top of the deadlines and requirements. And let's wrap this up with the official sign-off. This section is where the company officially signs off on the report, confirming its accuracy. This is the company name NextTrip Inc. and the date is August 20, 2025. And here's the signature from William Kirby, and he holds the title of Chief Executive Officer, the top boss of the company. So, summing it all up, NextTrip Inc. is updating its shareholders about a key change in their annual meeting schedule. The main takeaway is that the deadline for shareholders to nominate new directors or propose new items for the shareholder meeting has been drastically shortened. They need to file their nominations within just 4 days of this report. This is a critical window for investors who want to influence the company's leadership or direction. It's a move that requires immediate attention from any shareholder looking to get involved in these corporate governance matters. It shows that the company is being very specific about when and how these important submissions need to be made, and it puts the ball squarely in the shareholders' court to act quickly. If they have a stake in who leads the company. Now, my take on this filing primarily serves to reset the clock for shareholder proposals and director nominations due to a change in the annual meeting date. The incredibly short 4-day window for submissions after the report date is a significant operational detail. It highlights the importance of timely communication and the power shareholders have to influence the board, albeit with very strict deadlines. Companies sometimes do this to manage the process and avoid a long lead up with many potential proposals. For NextTrip, this means they are likely anticipating or preparing for shareholder engagement regarding the board, and they want to streamline that process tightly. The key risk here for shareholders is missing that very narrow window due to lack of awareness or timely action. The opportunity is clear for those who are organised and aware. They can get their proposals or nominations in front of the company and fellow shareholders. It's a strategic move to control the timeline and ensure that any nominated directors or proposals meet their exacting standards for submission. Alright, that's our breakdown of NextTrip's latest filing. What's your take on these new deadlines and what they might mean for the company's future leadership? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate filings. Don't forget to check out the Discord link in the description below for more community insights. Thanks for watching. See you next time.